I don't know if I'd get married before I die. I mean, you don't have to. Just because in the past it was socially acceptable, or the thing that was expected of you to do in life is to get married, have kids, and, you know, grow old with your spouse, watch the kids go off into the real world and repeat the process ad nauseum. Just because it was what people did for the last million years, not million, few hundred, I guess, doesn't really mean you have to do that nowadays. There's a lot of people on the planet. Like, a lot. It sounds nice, though. It does sound nice, and I know this is rich coming from me, as someone with baby fever, and also, I don't know, feeling the effects of being lonely. But, hello, Mako. I don't know, I feel like as a collective humanity, we kind of put a lot of pressure on ourselves to try and live up to quote-unquote expectations. But it's not our fault that the system is, like, not able to provide us with the means to meet said expectations now, right? Like, it's not our fault that it's just simply too expensive to even get a home, let alone think about having a wife and husband or whatever, a spouse, and, you know, thinking about raising children. I was speaking to my sister. My sister's quite well off. My sister has a very well-paying job, as does her husband. And, you know, they had financial help getting their house, right? My parents, and think my brother-in-law's parents also chipped in for their house, like for the mortgage payments, or the what's it, the I guess the I'm blanking on it. Sorry, I'll just move on. But yeah, like, you know, well paid off. And, like, I think it's, like, somewhere, the down payment, I was thinking about the down payment. Sorry, my brain just, like, stopped working then because I was thinking of ice cream. Yeah, they had help with the down payment. And then, what else was there? They were, like, my parents help look after their kid, like, I think every week. I'm pretty sure, like, my parents are babysitting for them instead of, you know, them having to pay for the childcare, which obviously childcare is quite expensive as well. And then, like, I was talking to my sister and she was like, so what are the plans for the future? Because obviously I know your plans were to have another kid. Is that still on the cards? And she's like, yeah, we're gonna wait until my niece is 2, I think, and then have another one, or never try for another, because it's simply. But then I think she was like, because she wants to have a boy, she wants to get, you know, the complete set. And I said, okay, well, what happens if you get another girl? And I think she said, probably just take it. Just take it, don't leave it. Well, take it and leave it, rather. That's what I mean to say, not leave it at the hospital or anything like that. Like, not to, you know, oh, we had another girl, let's re-roll again, let's do another gacha pull, so to speak, and try and get another kid. Because it's just too expensive, right? Like, I think it was like, in Australia, it's like, to raise a child from the age of 0 to 18 is like $800,000 or something. And obviously, with the second child, you can save a little bit of money, because you can just reuse some of the things that you bought for the first child. But, like, most people don't have enough to buy a house, because a house is like $1 million now. And then you factor in children. It's like, what? That's like another 800? That's, you know, that's almost 2 million. You thought it was like 250? I would have to double check. I don't know. How expensive is it to raise a child in Australia? Maybe I'm over-exaggerating. It is 12,876 a year, so times that by 18. Okay, I'm maybe a little bit off then. Calculator. That's from last year from centralwealthgroup.com.au. 12,876 times 18. That's 230,000. 2018 study. Okay, well, I feel like 2018 is a little out of date considering the whole cost of living crisis that most of the Western world, I think, is still going through. Considering what is it? I was watching a report where it was like groceries are now like $240 a week, sorry. One sec,